Hi, my name's Laura Batante. This is My Two Bits, and today I have these really fun little treat holders for you. They're sort of designed for a Valentine's Day because they're built from hearts, but they'd also work really well for a farm-themed birthday party or a baby shower, and they actually hold quite a bit of treats, so they're super great that way. So let's just jump right into materials. You're going to need one sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock. This is a 65-pound weight and super easy to find at your local craft store or office supply store. And then you're going to want a little bit of a darker color for the nostril and then black for the eyes. Now, having said that, if you don't want to make this cut, which is a small cut for sure, then you could just draw this on with a felt pen, and same with the eyes. Easier to do, obviously, a better choice for kids, but your call on that. So you may not need these little bits of paper. You will also need the template, which is available right there in the video notes. So I have here the pens. That's if you're not doing the cutting of the nostrils and the eyes. I also have my hole punch, which I use for my eyes, and we have scissors and a glue stick. I also have my X-Acto knife and ruler, bone folder, and then this is my pen that doesn't work that I use for scoring because I broke my bone folder. So you can cut this whole thing using an X-Acto knife, or you can use scissors and it will work just fine. It's not that big, and the face of the pig does in fact cover the edges of the box, so it's not that big a deal if it's not 100% perfect. And then I do recommend the scoring, though. You just want to score where it's going to fold, so along here and here. And other than that, I think that's it for cutting materials. I did say the ruler. Here is my paper clips. That's to hold the template on while I'm cutting. And then I have these double-sided adhesive foam dots. I use this to get a little bit of dimension for the snout and the ears. Number one, you don't have to do that. You could just glue right to the surface and that would be fine. Or alternately, you can take a piece of cardboard, cut it down small, put some glue on both sides, and that will also work just as well. So that is it for materials. So we can go ahead and cut out all of our pieces and meet back and we will start. Okay, so I just want to go over the scoring. So I've cut my box out, and you can leave the template on or take it off. It might be easier for you to leave it on. If you take it off, you're going to use these two little spots right here as your guideline. And you just want to make sure that you have nice even flaps when you start to score. Everything lines up. This score is a little easier because you do have the sides of the box. This is pretty forgiving, so don't worry too much about it. It is just a little box after all. And the scoring just helps with the bending and getting a nice crisp line. So that's why I recommend it. Of course, you don't have to, and it would still work. So we're just gonna fold our flaps and then fold that up. And you can just see that it really does make it fold very nice. Didn't even need the bone folder. So there you go. All right, so we've got that. And before you glue it, I'm going to recommend you just have a little look-see and make sure that your edges don't stick through. If you didn't cut it super precisely, and sometimes that happens, just trim a little off, like so, and then you won't see it when you fold it back up. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to put some glue on this. We'll let that dry a bit, and we'll get to start it on the face. This is another great opportunity to use the paper clips to have it help hold it in place while it's drying. And you will note that I'm coming in just slightly. Do you have to? No. But I like to make sure that the edges don't stick out, so that's how I do it. There we go. All right, so we will set that aside to dry. All right, so we will do our snout now. And like I said, if you don't want to cut it out of paper, then just go ahead and draw those on. No problem. In terms of putting your face on, I'm just going to try to center it using my cheeks as my guideline. So, and then I'm going to, as you can see, the top little bit of the pig does not attach, so I'm not going to put glue up there. All right, put that on like so. And if you want, you could put these back on. Hold it in place while we do the other side. Let us do the snout now. Like I said, either some cardboard with glue on it or some foam dots will do the trick. And that's all you need. And then I'm going to place that down in the center at the bottom as well. There we go. And I'm going to put my eyes on. I always chop up a bunch because I lose them. And this part is always a little bit awkward, so it might get edited. Sometimes they just don't want to work for me. Well, that went pretty smooth. All right. There we go. And we're going to do the ears and the tail, and we will be done. You can make a bunch of these pretty quickly. So the ears are going to go here, and we are going to make our best effort to cover the edge of the box. And that is how you figure out placement. So I'm just going to put my foam dot right there, sort of in the middle, and it will indeed land on the box. There we go. So that's the front. Looks super cute, I think. And then for the back, I did cut a little tail. If you wanted to cut down on time, you could, of course, leave the tail out, but I like a little detail on the back. So now I'm going to have to take a little pause here because I need it to dry after I glue it on like so. Because if I start trying to bend it now and glue it down, it won't stay for me. I'll just pull it right off. But I am going to, while I'm holding it here, and I should have done it before I attached it, just curl the tail a little. It helps break the fibers in the paper, makes it a little easier to work with. All right, so there we go, all done. Got the tail glued, and I think they look really cute. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, then please give the video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thanks very much. Have a great day.